Hey there, Sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game, if there's anything that's connected to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Monday Madness, of course. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always, always. Thank you. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor, make sure you get those likes up on your way in. Also, have you checked your subscription status? Make sure you're a homie, true and through. Much appreciation to those that are and do. It's a very peaceful morning vibe, but it's like something feels like the calm before the storm. We're going to do our first reading with the move my fingers. What do you meme deck? One big excuse me for any and all stoner coughing. We getting lit today, bitches. Okay. Messages for the collective, please. What do the homies need today? Okay. I just got a few different messages on this. I'm getting something about loyalty, lack thereof. There's a karmic energy, a quitter. Someone quit on someone else. They quit on a partnership, a relationship, a marriage, something. Not even kidding, I just got, basically, they went and were sniffing too many other people's butts. Alright? And this brown-nosing quitter is in regret. They're trapped staring out a panel of windows, remembering what it is that they had, what it is that they gave up. And I feel like they gave it up for themselves. Some sort of sense of promotion, some sort of sense of a level up in life. They thought they were going to walk away, leave you in the dirt, leave you in the dust, out in the cold, left for dead, and that you were going to be the one that was seriously hurt by that choice. It couldn't have been further from the truth. Someone was absolutely hurt by that choice. I don't believe that it was you as much as this quitter intended for it to be. I think they're sitting there getting all the things they ever wanted, all the things that they gave the collective up for. Do they look happy? Does he look happy? I don't be thinking so. Messages for the collective, please. Someone's been trying to get you to quit on yourself. I'm not sure if that's that same energy. Another one. Multiple. Take it how it resonates. Or don't. Something about transit. This guy. This bitch. And that one. Someone's watching your level up. Some sort of level up. And the people that love you, the people that are literally just surrounded by love for you, they're seeing your level up. They're seeing your happiness. They're seeing, I'm hearing the light come back into your eyes. The ones that love you, they're like, man, oh, holy fuck, man. Dude, you go, collective. I knew you could do it. They're like cheering you on with such happiness. Not everyone is cheering you on. Not everyone is happy at your transformations. I just got something about some sat around thinking that you would wait your life away before you changed things that were making you uncomfortable, unhealthy, unreachable, un. Anything else? I love you, homies, but I'm not debating my smoking habits on here today. We just got a whole fucking dump truck load of, like, elementary energy. Elementary energy. Someone is in a habit, I don't know if this is you guys or someone you're dealing with, what it is. Someone's in a habit of demasculation. Emasculating, demasculating. These cards come with some words on some of them. When you find out your new stepdad takes baths. Okay. Somebody's making a face like that, like, stepdad taking a bath. This is so funny. I just have to. Here's the stepdad over here. Just because he takes a bath, throws on a pink shirt, doesn't mean he's any less of a man. And anyone that would ream on him, maybe they're the less. Less in for sure. Someone is far too codependent on the energy and attention of others. When your only friend is busy, that makes somebody feel like, oh god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If that's someone's energy, then that needs to be met with an understanding of that's allowing other people to have power over you. There's something about someone that has signed up for a job, whether it's a real job or, you know, some sort of position in the world, in someone's family, in someone's life, whatever it is, and they're like, yeah, I got the qualifications, I got the skills. Hello, homies. Hi, everyone. But even if this person has the qualifications, even if they have the skills they need, they're not using them. I just started seeing, for some people, it's like that TV show, Two Broke Girls. In the beginning of it, this girl, you know, she was a Manhattan socialite and lost all her money, goes to go work at this little downtown diner, and she goes in there all dressed up in, you know, I don't know, Gucci or something, and she's like, oh yes, I've worked in a lot of restaurants before, but when it comes time to, you know, put on the apron and do the work, she's like, oh, but this apron's disgusting and doesn't actually know how to do the work. There's something about that that's really important. I'm getting, if you guys resonate with that at all, don't be that guy. Don't fake it till you make it, alright? It doesn't always work like that. But also, keep your eyes open for people trying to play you like that. I also just got, for some of you females, for some of you women, some of you have a tendency to let your masculinity take over sometimes. So, like, kind of like that thing I was saying about the stepdad. Dude can wear a fucking pink shirt and take a bath if he wants to. That doesn't make him not a man. But there's something about, like, you know, there's a female that doesn't take baths and doesn't wear pink. She takes a 2-minute fucking dude style shower and gets out for, you know, I don't know. But something about that, and someone trying to be like, alright, so like if you're a male, someone being like, you're far too in touch with your femininity. And if you're a female, someone being like, you're far too in touch with your masculinity. And it's like, if somebody's treating you guys like that, you're meant to take it as a compliment because they're just telling you that you're in touch and in tune with both sides of yourself. Alright. Someone's been in denial about something. I just got for some. There are people that are in denial about how badly they have hurt you. Denial, they deny it to you, they deny it to everyone around you, they deny it to them fucking selves. Even if you tell them, you hurt me to this extent, there is this huge energy of denial. In that, I'm also getting, do not do that to yourselves. Messages for the collective, please. For some of you, there's some sort of organization or community or like micro or macro group within inside of a society that you were once a member of, and you're not any longer, and whatever this is wants you back as a member. I suppose it can be. There's something about someone's energy that you're very, I want to say authoritative without being like a bully, without being fucking mean. You're authoritative. Like when you speak, it prompts people to listen. 1717 on the timer. There's something about, I just saw Joker, why so serious? If that resonated with you, you gotta know that you're allowed to smile sometimes, you're allowed to laugh sometimes. Someone's getting paid with some kind of something, but it's not money. Let's talk about it. Something about someone's journey. There are plenty of things on the planet that far outweigh money and value. Something's pulling, someone is pulling some missing information from deep within the soul, because it's not really missing, it's just been misplaced. There's something about a concern that has been clouding things up for someone. It's going to be cleared up. This keeps coming out. The denial card. On the back side of it, it says, a shoulder to lean and cry on. And it keeps bringing me back to that idea of that meme card that we had just got about when your only friend is busy, and then it just like ruins your whole day because you just can't sit with yourself. It's important to have a support network. It's important to have friends. It's important to care about people and have people that care about you. I'm not negating that by any means. I'm just saying that it's important to look at yourself as a shoulder to lean and cry on as well. Are your emotions too big for you to handle? Are your thoughts too much for you? If so, yes, it's important and helpful and healthy to have friends and family to talk to, but if it's that deep, maybe you need something more. Now, I don't want to sound like an asshat when I say this, but if it's not that deep and it's something that is not too big for you to handle, and it's not sucking you into a fucking abyss, then deal with your shit, you know? Think through your thoughts. Put them where they belong. Leave room for a relationship with yourself. And may I suggest experiencing gratitude for that relationship. Someone's holding back or has been holding back something about their identity. Someone has no love for themselves. And a part of their journey is to learn to create an identity for themselves that they do and can love. Yes, I believe it would. Someone wants you to take their hand in their denial, but not an attempt for like you to walk them through it and pull them out of it. It's they want to pull you into that fucking mud and muddle you up with denial, denial, denial. It's like some gross fucking gaslighting cycle. And we're gonna put it away on that note. I'm gonna get you guys some musical chairs. Channeled songs, channeled music. You're free to look up, listen to, change your vibe, give you some information. Songs for the collective. Songs for the homies. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for getting those likes up. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for checking out my books. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your support. It's beautiful. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What do they need for channeled music? Messages for the collective, please. Let's just sit on this porch swing and take it from there. It's the sound of the chain links as we rock till it's night and we can watch as the sun sets. Porch Swing Angel, Muscadine Bloodline. If you've never heard this song, I'm seeing that little porch light. Something about an aha moment for somebody. Sitting on the porch. An aha moment. Anything else? Thank you. On My Way to You, Cody Johnson, Kojo Nation. Every highway, every heartbreak, every mountain, every mile. I'm seeing the yellow in both cards. It's like there have been aha moments for you, collective. Hello. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah. Aha moments for you. Every highway, every heartbreak, every mountain, every mile. You have been on the way to you. Welcome home. Anything else? I'm feeling like you guys need to know the song in the background if you don't already. America's Sweetheart, Elle King. Beat the drum for me. I'm not America's sweetheart, but you love me anyway. Y'all have In Your Love by Tyler Childers. I will wait for you till the sun turns into ashes and bows down to the moon. Another line is, we were never meant to run forever. We were just meant to go long enough to find what we were chasing after. I believe I've found it here in your love. Now, that's reinforcing to me the message of welcome home to you, homie. Zainab Ibrahim, I'm sorry, I hope I said that right. Here's your shout out. Welcome. Welcome home, Lips of Wisdom. I'm so thankful to see you here. All right. I was just getting something, and then it was like pulled out of the air. Something about Dark Night. A dark night of the soul. There's something about, it's like a broken chain with the chain links. And there's a couple of links that they have little catchy pieces of metal, or they're broken, they're rusty, they just, you know, they mess it up. There's something about taking the chain apart, taking the links that can't be fixed or saved out, maybe adding in some extras, or, and this isn't about a chain, you know, adding in some extra links, or liking it better without all of the links anyway. So it's like if you have a chain and it comes down to here, here, down to your belly, and you're like, geez, I don't know if I even really like that, but I like the chain, you know? And some of the links are messed up, broken. You take some off, you take some off, you take some off, and then it's up here. You're like, oh yeah, well, I could put some more links back on there, or I can just leave it right here, and I like it right here. There's something about that. Ah, yes, always longing for the stars. So I'm going to just go back over those real quick. On My Way to You, Cody Johnson. In Your Love, Tyler Childers. Porch Swing Angel, Muscadine Bloodline. And then an extra for you was America's Sweetheart, El King. So there's a good chunk of channeled music for the homies, if you're looking for something to listen to. And may you have an aha moment, if and when you do. Someone's feeling unsteady. This unsteady. My mind's eye literally just saw that card. Shoulder to lean and cry on. It is great to be able to be an emotional support to someone. It is great to know that you have emotional support, but please help me say this in a way that it's meant to be said. If the weight, the heaviness of your own emotions are far too much, just by far too much for you to be able to stand, is it fair to put all that weight on someone else? Even if they're strong, even if they're stronger than you in whatever sense, or stronger, you know, don't they have their own? I don't know if that's like for you guys or for other people that are looking at you like you are literally just, you're their emotional support. Nothing more, nothing less. That's just your place and position in their life. Awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's get some tarot. I'm going to do the ruffle shuffle real quick, so it might be a little bit loud. I feel like if I listened to them right now, I would probably cry listening to them, and they're not even necessarily sad songs, but there's something, again, an aha moment in them. There's something, somebody's been really jaded about something. I feel like some of you have been really jaded about yourselves and your value and how much you're worth. Heavy, what is that? Heavy is the head, heavy lies the head that wears the crown. Some people seriously, and I say it with love, you need some emotional support yourselves. And yes, that's what the shanty community is meant to be, but also in your day-to-day, you know? King of Pentacles in the reverse signifies a man over 40, stubborn, hurts others' feelings without thinking, puts his own needs first, changes jobs frequently, not successful, erratic mood swings, cause conflict in his relationships, blames others for his failures. Is this the king of denial? That's the king of denial. Overreacts to the slightest provocation, repressed anger. I just got, this is somebody that does not listen in order to respond. They listen in order to react. They listen long enough for it to be their turn to I literally just saw somebody with like those, you know, tentacly bullshits coming out their mouth. All I really want to say is stay the fuck away from this guy. Like, fuck this guy. I keep getting that there's something, seriously, this song now is Play This When I'm Gone, Machine Gun Kelly. Something has been such a fucking heavy weight, such a stressor, such a pain in the dank for somebody that it's like literally fucking killing them. It's fucking killing them. You killing me, and they can't handle the weight. And instead of asking for help, this is something. Instead of reaching out, asking for help, you know, using a support network, building one, creating one if you don't have one, they just want to dump all their shit on someone. It's almost like some of you are, you're fucking strong. And not because you want to be or you think you should have to be, you know. I get a lot of you're like, no, I didn't ask to be this fucking strong. And I don't like saying things like, you know, all the hardships and pain made me stronger, because who the fuck ever asked to be that strong anyway? But it's like, you are strong. Strong of character, of will, of soul, might, light. And it's almost like someone feels like mocked just because they aren't. It's not like anything about you is made to be mocking. You're not trying to mock anyone, anything like that. Nanny, nanny, boo boo, I'm stronger than you. No, you just keep working on yourselves. You just keep progressing. And this person doesn't accept negatively. Shit keeps progressing, but it's like eating them alive. And it's almost like, more often than not, the only parts of you guys that get eaten alive are the parts that don't belong anyway. This person, it's like their goodness is seeping away, their light. And instead of asking for help, saying, hey, holy shit, my light is dim, your light is really bright. Do you think I could, could you show me how to shine that bright? Or just watching and seeing what it is that you're, how are they that bright? And being like, I could brighten my own life up. Or literally coming and saying, hey, you're so bright. Do you think you could help brighten my days a little bit? Maybe some of you try to help and you try to, like, this will brighten it, this will brighten, this will brighten, this will brighten. And they're like, well, I'm glad you could, I was almost like angry at you for your ability to be able to put in the work and the effort that it takes to achieve said brightness, level of brightness. There's a lot in the energy. But some is like, oh, you know what? Fine. You're so bright. You're so fucking smart. You're so fucking strong. Let me just dump my shit on you then. Boom. Here you go. Deal with it. That's, like, all they care about is themselves. But then it's also like, at the same time, it's just like a fucking swap. Because they'll be like, now you're so busy with my shit. I'm gonna sneak over here and take what it is that made you lighter and brighter when you're busy dealing with my shit. I'm gonna fuck up everything that made you light and bright. I'm gonna corrode it. Corrupt it. And make you feel like you're broken and nothing can fix you, so it's time for you to be replaced as well. Somebody feels like they've been replaced in their own lives, and so they want to project that feeling onto everyone else. They want people to feel like you don't really have any place in this fucking world, in this place, in this job, in this community, in this home, in this family. You could be replaced in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. But somebody's really angry that no matter how many times or how many ways they try to say that, they can never make it true. 38 on the timer. Someone, whoever that is, there's someone that likes to play the victim. There's someone that likes to self-sabotage. That's how they've gotten to where they are. They self-sabotaged themselves right into the ground, and now they want to, I'm getting, some of them, it's not even like they want to come fuck all your shit up. They want to get you to fuck all your own shit up. They want to get you to self-sabotage. So for some, they're not even trying to do what it takes to get up to your level. They're trying to do whatever it takes to drag you down to theirs. And that might be something to do with that, something you used to be a member of. I had done that literally, like, member, I think. I used to be a member of hell, and you ain't going back. You ain't getting dragged back. Can't fucking drag me back. I ain't even kicking or screaming anymore. That uses too much energy. I just know you ain't getting me back there. Whoever that King of Pentacles in the reverse was, they're just gonna have to lose. I feel like we're going to do some alphabet. Let's do some alphabet soup. It's been a while. You guys ready? That was still burning over there. This will be loud for a second. If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Something about 2 a.m. Something about Bacardi. Something about a Ferrari. Something about some cheating fucking bastard that didn't give a flying fuck when it was the collective's heart on the ground. Someone was snugly in their sheets even though they knew they left you cold in the streets, so to speak. SLU, sl, hang on, let's see if we have a T here. We do not. That just gave me the energy that somebody started, and I mean, it's a 4-letter word, alright? They made it through 3 letters. So it was more than a start. It was like, if there's a beginning, middle, and an end to things, they made it through the beginning and the middle, and they're at the end, and they're like, yeah, about to do something, and then something changed. Never mind, we do have a T. They had a chance not to finish that. Someone had a chance not to finish trying to destroy your, like, reputation, your position in life, your something. They had a choice to stop, but they didn't. Something about 3 queens. Someone was trying to stop a divine feminine from finding their divinity by convincing them and everyone around them that they were just a crazy bitch. That feminine's not divine at all. She's a crazy bitch. The 3 queens, it's like we had a divine feminine in training on the verge of becoming the empress, and somebody saw it and they were jealous. They have their own position in life to become empress or emperor in their own fucking show. But they see, again, it's this, they see the light of the collective. And instead of being like, man, the homies got it going on, go rolling with the homies, they're like, I'm gonna throw a fucking stick in their spoke. Fuck those homies. Someone has an affinity for telling you that you're out of your mind or that you've lost your fucking mind. That's gaslighting. You know that, right? Don't let anyone say that to you. There's something about, she can have what I have, she can go through all my trash, I'm over it, yeah, I don't want you back. Something was broken. A relationship. This is for some. And in the breaking, you found pieces of yourself that you didn't realize were a part of your nature. And you collected those pieces of yourself. And those are quite well the only things that you're guided to take from that situation. And that right there kills someone. Inside, outside, all around. Knowing that all you took was bits and pieces of you. It's like they thought they were going to be a memory trapped in your mind forever, and you'd never be able to get rid of the thought of them. You'd never be able to erase their existence, although it was all too easy for them to do these things to you. This is some deep, deep, deep stuff today, guys. Somebody eats a lot of Utz chips, UTZ. Something about for fuck's sakes. Someone needs to learn how to let. Learn how to let. Let it go. Let it be. Let people be themselves. Let you be yourself. Let yourself heal. If you see people around you and it's like you feel like you see them healing wrong or incorrectly, it's like, you know, you go to the doctors, the hospital, and they're like, oh, you broke this bone, but it started healing wrong. I'm going to have to reset that. Unless you see that happening to yourself, let it go. Let it be. You're in charge of resetting yourself. The parts of you that were broken and didn't heal correctly. And yeah, sometimes those things are like a fucking sticky note stuck on your forehead, and you need to go and check in with your community, your support network, someone, and ask them, this is what broke, this is what happened, how do you see my healing? How's my progress? Someone that knows and understands that journey. Someone tried to hex someone. In them attempting to do so, however they did, what they actually did was break a curse. They broke a spell. They broke a hex. The hex is now gone. Bringing in growth, nourishment, healing, sustenance. Sorry, those were a lot of words coming at me at once. Someone it's almost as if someone wanted to turn some of you into a jack in the box because that's what they feel like themselves, like with emotions, feelings, thoughts, opinions, beliefs, values, things like that. It's almost like majorly every time someone tried to express those things about themselves and have their own identity, it was taken from them or beaten out of them or tricked away from them or something. Bullied right away from them. They were not allowed to be themselves. And every time that they would try and, you know, they would get shushed or slapped or whatever the hell it was to quiet them, that emotion, that feeling, that they had. They tucked it, that opinion, whatever it is, they tucked it inside. They tucked it inside. They stuffed it down. They stuffed it down. They stuffed it down. And now, anytime there's a trigger that connects to any of this shit in here, they're like, Maha! Don't judge me, monkeys. I know I look funny. But they just jack in the box it, and they're like, fucking, rah! And that's the shit that's so heavy that who the fuck knows how to deal with that? Like, you can't put that shit on somebody like that. You can't just spring everything on everyone, But it's almost like this person, maybe they grew really set in their ways once they were able to. And maybe some of their ways have become a comfort zone that's not really that comfortable. And it's like, now, if you do anything or say anything, or if anyone does or says anything that could potentially affect their comfort zone that's not really that comfortable, then they jack in the box you. They make you suppress. They make you stuff. No, 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 no. And then you'll get to points where you're just like, because it's all been stuffed down and repressed and suppressed and whatever. Regressed. I don't know. I digress. But, and then they're like pointing their fingers at you and being like, you're out of your mind. This bitch is out of her mind. This motherfucker's out of his mind. But they literally just did to you what destroyed them. Really disordered them. And it's like, again, back to that, being like, oh, you think you're so tough? You think you're you think well, let me show you. Let me show you who you really are. It's fucking gross. Somebody watches a lot of Law and Order SVU. Somebody drives an SUV. Somebody makes really bad puns all the time that don't even quite hit home. Don't even quite hit right. Somebody is halfway to failure. And that's all they can see. Failure getting closer and closer and closer. It's like a billboard. And the line of them that you see on the highway, it's just failure getting closer and closer. But they're only halfway there, which means they're still halfway to not there. They're still halfway to not failure. You know what I mean? They don't have to keep going towards failure. But it's almost like every sign they see that says that they're getting closer and closer and closer, then they get into this doomsday, like, just anxiety ridden, and they just already start to give up before they even began to realize that they don't have to give up. Glass half empty, half full, but halfway to failure, halfway not. Something about someone tried to make a joke out of you, but in the end, jokes, I don't want to say jokes on them, but the joke's for them. Someone tried to convince some of you that they love you, loved you, past, present, future, whatever it is. It's like, I love you so much. I love you more than anyone ever could or has or will. I love you more than you love you. I know you more than you know you. They're trying to convince you that you're not the person that loves yourself the most. They're trying to convince you that if you are, there's something wrong with that. Then you're selfish or self-involved or self-indulgent. And you know, for some of you, that's exactly what you need to be. Self-indulgent after living so much of your lives in an opposite, opposing energy of that. The madness of two. As we have 2 viewers and 2 likes. There's something about forgiveness. This is very specific to some. It's about parents, most specifically a mother. Most specifically, if your mother was abused by your father and or any other partners from then on. Some of you hold a lot of animosity towards the mother for allowing herself to be in that situation, and by proxy, her children. But that animosity is stunting your growth, your evolution, your ability to be able to understand and forgive yourself. In that lack of understanding and forgiving of source of self. Some of you, in not being able to forgive, again, say your mother, you're hurting yourself and others, especially if you're a parent. And it's something about, maybe some of you, if that's, a thing, maybe some of you are leaning extra hard into masculinity or femininity to try to compensate for lack of knowing the balance, knowing how to achieve harmony. If that's anything relevant to you, I'm hearing forgiveness is the harmony, it's the balance, it's where it begins. It's the initial step. Some of you need to know that some people hate you because they hate themselves, and they can't figure out how to have a good connection with themselves like you do, like you have with yourself. Or spirit, the world around you, all of the above. They put their energy into hating the people that have what they don't instead of putting that energy into having what they don't, achieving maintaining. It's fucking gross. It's easier for me to pull you down the hill than it is for me to... I'm getting some of you... I'm literally getting a picture in my mind. People walking, someone... No, they both fall into a hole, okay? One person does everything that they can to figure out how to get themselves out of that hole. They're standing up at the top. They did everything along the way. They were telling the person that fell in with them. Or maybe there's other people that were already in the hole when they fell in. Maybe they fell in by themselves. Whatever. One person figured out how to get out. Oh man, I'm getting a whole thing. I'm seeing, I think that's like one of the... Was that one of the Batman movies with Bane? And like all the people down in the hole helped like lift the one person up out. It's almost like I'm getting a million stories in one. Some of you, you were walking all by your lonesome. You fell into this hole, already had a shitload of people in there. They had no idea how to get themselves out. You're like, oh, so maybe if we all pitch together, we can start getting each other out one by one by one by one. Okay? So they do that. They help lift you up out of there, boost you out. You get up. For some people were boosted up out of that hole and they took off running and they did not turn around and do anything to help the next person get out. They're like, everybody down in the hole can push them out like they pushed me out. I'm fucking free. I'm out of here. So some people hesitated to help boost you up because they're like, man, you're just going to be like, fuck you and run. And we're running out of people. Maybe a shitload of people did that. They're like, we're running out of people down here. We can't keep boosting people out. But there is something about some of you in the waiting. You learned how to claw your way out. And then you try to tell people, the ones that were afraid to be lifted up by others or whatever. I don't know. You try to tell them. You're like, you could do it this way, or 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 this way. Some of you made your way up, and someone, like, the heaviest one looked at you and was like, now you pull me out. And they didn't care if it broke your wrist, your arm, yanked you back in, as long as they got a taste of freedom. Something about it was taking everyone else too long to gather together to be able to boost them out because they were heavy. They didn't want to wait. They looked up at you and they're like, pull me out now. Something has been discovered or is about to be it you or them. I feel like for a lot of these people, they're going to discover why they should have I just heard stayed within the key of solidarity. Something again I just saw. It's not that the joke is on them, it's that the joke is for them. It's something you guys need to know. You can't lose if you just never play. Don't play with these people. Something about seashells. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Also getting that sound of the ocean, maybe something about calling home, a call to or from home, or a call to or from somebody real fucking salty. Salt life, bitches. Alright, I think on that note, we're going to get some closing guidance and get the fuck out of here. I just heard the bell's about to ring. Class is about to be dismissed. That came for a reason, something about someone being dismissed from their class, but not necessarily like a academic thing. It could be like a social class. Someone's being dismissed from their poverty. Someone's being dismissed from their fortune. Or someone's been very dismissive with their fortune and their fortune's going to be dismissed from them. Okay. Messages for the collective, please. Closing guidance for the homies. What do they need at this time? Thank you. You guys have 3. We're going to take them all. Twilight. Powerful energies abound at twilight. Thank the earth and your ancestors. Something about the new moon. I was just watching that Twilight movie, The New Moon. Something's going to be eclipsed out. For sake of dawn breaking. Something about vanilla as well and fireflies. Thank the earth and your ancestors. Have confidence to walk your own path. Create a ritual with thoughtful intention. You have grounded. Mother Earth provides grounding. When you find yourself spending too much time in your head, ground yourself by wearing or gazing at the color red. I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a shirt. I couldn't actually read it, so I asked my daughter to run up and see what it said, because I liked the picture, and it said, "Your manifestations are coming. Stay grounded." And it had pictures of a skeleton and mushrooms. Something is growing from the bare bones of things, your bare bones. Might it be beautiful and steady. The song currently playing, it's beautiful. The Lumineers, Stubborn Love. Lumineers, Stubborn Love. Death. One chapter ends and another begins. Honor the lessons learned. Make peace with unresolved circumstances and move forward with a clear heart. I love you, dear heart. Thank you for being here. Until we speak again, my dears.